Hello and welcome to Degenerate Boomer. It's me and
Sherry Sopranik. Thank you for coming back to Degenerate Boomer. You know, you're going to have a good time when you're hanging with Cindy, Arena, and I. Let's go.
All right. And our special guest is Jolie Dudley. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
I
Jolie
did.
Dudley.
Oh my God. Okay. That's like the 100 reasons why I don't ever host an open mic. Even something as simple as yours. I just read your name and fucking had a baby panic attack. And then I know Jolie, you know, because the name, obviously. But this bitch is one of the best writers. Okay. And I'm not just blowing smoke up her ass. I'm telling you right now. This bitch can tag and punch like Muhammad Ali.
Pow, pow, pow.
Yeah.
Can. Jolie, what is your social? Shout them out real quick, honey.
Yeah. I am Jolie E. Dudley on all platforms and Must Love Dogs and Comedy and Funny Bitch Mike on Instagram.
Nice. Look at you out here. Both of those I've heard of.
Yes.
And I know they're very successful, and I've always wanted to try the Funny Bitch Mike, and I can't wait to try it one day. Sounds
it's
amazing,
fun. Yes, Cindy brings a lot of upstate New Yorkers.
I do. I get upstate people to come, but I'm going to tell you my favorite thing about it, which I said to her a million times, is it's all like 20 somethings. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And for me to gauge my material with them, they give me the best. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
of course.
You know, and I'm always like, is this okay? Am I you know, and they're like, you're fine, you know, like
right.
I'm not like gonna get canceled or anything, which
no.
My stuff is that.
Yeah.
But you never know what might come out.
No, I get it. I've lived in New York City for over 20 years. I'm here in Brooklyn for 10 and Astoria for 7. Some of these things, it's hard. It's hard to gauge with these younger crowd what you can say and what you can't say. So it's always nice to have this nice young lady to, you know, give us her brain, because we need that, right, Cindy? We need these young kids to teach us, man, because
we do. Yeah, we do. And you know, she is amazing. So Jolie, tell us about your big show that you do, Must Love Dogs.
Yeah. So do Funny Bitch Mike, like we just said, and that's a female LGBTQIA and ally friendly space on Zoom. So it's virtual. Anybody can log in from anywhere. And then we do that once a week, and it's a feedback open mic, like we shared, where you come and you practice your stuff, and then you have the opportunity to get feedback from the other comics. So it's a lot of joke punch-ups, it's a lot of tag pitches, it's a lot of, what do you think about this? Or maybe you can clarify that. So we do that. I do it almost every Tuesday, unless I cannot make it to my computer that Tuesday. But then the big production that we do, it's called Must Love Dogs and Comedy, and we are a female and minority owned small business, soon to be switching to a nonprofit, that creates dog friendly comedy shows. So comedy shows people can bring their dogs to, that also raise money for animal rescue.
Oh, that is so awesome. I love
and
that.
You've been on the West Coast with your show, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we've done it. We do it a few times a month in New York, at least 2 times a month in the East Village at Boris and Horton. You mentioned Astoria. We've been in Astoria at Chateau Le Wolf a couple of times.
Oh yeah, I like that bar.
Yeah, we've been up to the Upper West Side at a dog-friendly cafe in Midtown. We've done the breweries, and then we did take it to LA last year.
Nice.
And any dog-friendly space, we have our equipment, our audio equipment, our cameras will be there.
That's awesome. It's very innovative. I love that.
It's a great show. And it was, even when I did it, it was hysterical because who closed? Was it Whitney that night? Remember, she was late with the train.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's like kind of afraid of dogs, so it made
Whitney Chanel you're talking about?
Yeah, right? Yeah. So she's kind of afraid of the dogs, and like there were like all these little teeny dogs up front, and they were yapping, but there was one rogue huge fucking dog that was running around, the entire night. It was so huge, like its face just reached everybody's table. It was snagging bagels and donuts and shit. And the guy that came with the dog, he was just like the shittiest parent. You know, those parents
let him run wild.
Yeah. He was like that. And like every 15 minutes he'd be like, "Oh, where's the you know what I mean?" The dog is just like wreaking.
I have a dog.
Yeah, I have a dog. But yeah, it was a sweet dog, but it was huge, right? It was like one of those huge, like labradoodly looking. But it was funny. But it was freaking out Whitney, and she was like standing, doing her comedy, like up on top of like this seat. Yes,
get this dog away from me, bro.
But it made it even funnier.
Exactly.
You know? It made it even funnier because she was like, "Nah, what am I doing here?"
Right,
you know
right.
I mean? Like we were laughing.
Yeah, because we don't have we're in non-traditional spaces. So that show in the East Village is at a cafe. So it's just set all the chairs up so everybody's facing the front. So it's not like you're on a stage or anything away from the dogs. And we used to let them run wild the whole show, but we have kept them on the leash recently.
Oh, now you're you know, but honestly, most of the people that bring their dog, they are kind of little, not little like Pico, but they're
right.
Like
they're
Jolie,
not all
what's
golden
your
retrievers.
dog? Your dog is kind of a middle sized. More.
Oh, what kind of dog? What kind of dog do you have?
No, she's a blue heeler mix. So she looks like a cattle dog, but she's mixed with pit bull, Rottweiler, and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Nice.
So she'll probably come behind me at some point.
Yeah, I have a cockapoo. So I had a German Shepherd for a long time. She passed.
That's way better butch mask dog.
I know. I'm like, I have a cockapoo. Cindy, you have a few dogs, and Cindy's dogs actually go on stage.
Yeah, tomorrow night Pico has a big show. And then Pico, he was $300 in this trailer. This lady had all these like puppy mill. Well, it was these little. Like he's like a long hair miniature Chihuahua, you know, and she had a whole bunch of them. And I think they were all inbred now that I'm realizing how much issues Pico has. They're all signed, you know. Yeah. But anyway, she wanted 300 and I talked her down to 200. So I
negotiated the dog.
I did. He was a year old. And for some reason, she was very willing to sell me him.
That's that boomer shit negotiating. This bitch negotiated a dog. It ain't a used car, Cindy. It's a dog.
He was a pre-owned dog.
It was a used dog.
I mean, Jolie, when she's like, I don't have any puppies. Okay. I found out because these people walked into a pet store with this little teeny Chihuahua this big, and they said the mother died and there was more puppies. So I was like, oh my God, I have to have one. So I called and she's like, yeah, you can have one. Then about a week later, she's like, you know, we got to give him a little time to get bigger. And then she's like, I'm sorry, all the puppies are taken. But if you want to come look at this used one that's a year old, that I don't want. Right.
They did not say used. Did she really use the term used?
You know, she said, I've got too many. If you're interested, I've got this one. It's a puppy. But it's 1 year old, but it's still a puppy. And I'm like, yeah, I'll come take a look. So I go in, and there's all these little, you know, Chihuahuas are running around. And then there was like little special needs Pico. And I'm like, he doesn't look right. I mean, I knew, like, you know what I mean? His tongue was hanging out.
Sideways.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, Jolie, you've seen him, right?
He'd probably be on the dodo. Like that.
I love the dodo. That's funny. That's funny. Jolie, what made you come up with the idea of this show with the dogs?
Yeah, so I have had Nope. I adopted her. I used to live in Louisiana. So in like 2017, I got her from a shelter in Louisiana. So she wasn't a pandemic pup, but when we were in quarantine here in New York, obviously our day-to-day schedules and our lives changed. And then quarantine ended and I started to go to open mics and shows and felt really guilty leaving her behind. And, you know, we had just sat on the couch together for a year and a half. And we had a couple friends that adopted during the pandemic, and they were excited to come out and see everybody again and reconnect after quarantine, but they literally could not leave their apartment because their dog had so much separation anxiety that it was just tearing shit up.
That happened to my friends too. Yeah,
exactly. It's like, hey, we want to reconnect with everybody. We want to see everybody. I want to do comedy. But so it's like, I feel like there's a need for this right now, especially right now coming out of quarantine. People want to reconnect, but they don't want to leave their pets at home.
Right.
So let's create a space where comics, audience members, people who just like dogs can come. And it's like all of these things together. And we just tried it in October 2021. It went well. Did it the next month, went well. Did it the next month, went well. Did not do it the next month because of Omicron. And then it just really, it took off from there. And so, yeah,
you're crushing it. I've heard about this since I
started it that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dog show.
And written up
That's awesome.
A lot of publications and stuff too.
One thing about me is I'm not afraid to send an email, honey.
That's right, baby. That's right. Shoot your shot, girl. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
For
So
you.
Jolie, what got you? How long have you been doing comedy?
Not that long. I didn't start comedy until quarantine.
Oh, really? Okay. So have you always been a writer though?
No.
No?
Really?
No. I was actually on the opposite. There was a time I can vividly remember being in college and we had to pair up and read each other's writing and give peer feedback, and whoever the guy was partnered with me slandered my paper and was just, I left the room in tears. He made me feel like an idiot, and I was like, nobody will ever read my writing again. And then I started taking during quarantine, I took some I did improv right before quarantine, and then I started to kind of dive into some of the writing classes, and I've really liked the writing classes of comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, for some reason I thought you want to be a writer now though, right? You want to write.
Yeah, I would love to.
She seems like a writer.
You want to write for
she just seems like a writer
stuff, right?
Yeah,
I could see you writing satire for the Daily shows and you know what I mean? The Tonight shows, and they probably have how many writers? 30 a night. You know what I mean? They have to pitch shit all day and night.
Yeah, but they don't have Jolie. Wait till Jolie gets on their
That's
team.
what I'm saying, right? They don't have her yet.
It's a rap.
Yeah, I would love to be a writer on a late night style show for sure, writing topical things.
Yes.
And, but a comedy sitcom, I would love to do that too. I wrote a comedy TV pilot during quarantine.
Wow. What was that about?
Dogs, duh. It's literally about, literally about based off of my experience that I had with Nope, about this girl who stumbles into the dog influencer world. So it's a satire, Real Housewives of New York style meet the dog parents. It's called The Pet Parents of New York.
That's fucking fly. I would actually
kidding?
watch that for sure.
Oh, I wrote, it's a 30-minute pilot.
Oh my God. Did they already film?
No, I mean, I submitted it to a few writing festivals online. I haven't done anything with it in a while. I need to look at it again. But I did that before starting the dog show.
Okay, no, really? I know. I'm seeing some funny shit with I
can think of so many things.
The sneaky dog owner, and then the people that aren't as snobby, they just have this dirty ass nappy dog. It needs to be groomed. Just a whole variety of dog owners would
dog humping all the dogs at the park.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
They're
all
wild.
judging each other, the TV show. Oh my God, that's brilliant.
Yeah, this world that we have stumbled into is just wild. The dog influencer world, and there's dogs getting booked to go meet Taylor Swift after her concert.
Hell yeah, I want to meet T Swift with my cockapoo.
Just random things. Yeah, it's
the dog influencer world.
The dog influencer world.
How many of them do you follow them all?
Yeah,
I know.
I follow a bunch.
I don't follow any. Like
They
I
probably
Oh.
follow
tapped
her.
into this world.
Oh yeah, you need to follow them. They're good. Yeah, we invite some of them to come to the show sometimes too. You know, it's like, hey, we'll give you free tickets if you'd like to
Of
come to the
course.
show. And
And they
if you
bring
take
their
any
famous
pictures,
pet.
please, yeah, like please tag us, things like that. Um, when I started comedy, I didn't think I'd be, you know, you always have to market your show. People talk about barking, and I was like, okay, well,
Yeah.
this is literal barking. And
I was just talking
emailing.
about parking. Yeah.
Literally,
And
I'll
it
send an email like, "Hey, Tinkerbell, please get your humans to read this to you."
Right. Woof, 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 woof.
And that's my comedy career.
That's
Oh my
awesome.
God.
You're
That is
crushing
so
it, though.
funny.
From what I see, you're crushing it. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's we get asked a lot like, what are your dreams and your goals for the dog show? And it's like it's hard to answer that because when we started in October 2021 to where we are now, like I would have never guessed that
You would be here.
that we would be, you know, doing these partnerships and the collaborations. Like we talked about the Daily Show, like we partnered with them last year and put on a show.
Bam, bam,
And-
bam, bam,
Nice.
Yeah, like they're
congratulations. That's
Things
awesome.
like that. Yeah, their writers came and we partnered and got to raise money for an animal rescue center. Ronnie Chang dropped in, did a set. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah,
And I was
that's
like, literally a
amazing.
year ago, we were like, oh, maybe we could start this fun little idea.
Right. Well, you know, the reason why I know, obviously, write with you and you tag and, you know, I've listened to you tag and punch in the open mic, but
Mhm.
not only do you give amazing advice, but you don't even do your own material. Like you are just there to exercise your writing muscle. And I love that about you. You know what I mean? You're like, no, this for me, it is amazing practice to just go on there and like help other people. And, you know, she's actually even helped me. She's like, have you ever thought of like maybe going this way with the joke? Like completely changes the premise. Like it's
Hell
great.
yeah.
It's great
That's what
shit.
I mean, these young minds. We need these young minds to keep us fresh to death, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
But, you know, and that's why I know that she probably is going to be,
she's gonna blow up.
will
She's
be
gonna blow up.
a great writer for a show.
No.
You know,
She's gonna blow
especially
up.
being quick, topical, you know what I mean? That type of stuff.
Mhm.
And you are exercising that part of your brain by doing it all the time, you know, which helps.
Yeah, because I'm not
100%.
writing new material. So
No, but-
Same,
at
girl,
least so at least like, you know, it's like a lot of times at the open mic, you know, I hold the space and I facilitate and moderate time and do all that for everybody. But yeah, just like the dog show takes up so much of my time with logistics and behind the scenes stuff. And, you know, you're wearing all of these hats of producing a show, but also we've turned it into like a small business and we're trying to grow that.
Yeah, for
So it's
sure.
like my personal comedy has definitely taken a back seat to it while we're trying to figure out what the dog show looks like. But I do enjoy Funny Bitch because I'm getting to work that muscle a little bit, even if I'm not
No,
set
but
up punchline,
I mean,
set up
that's going
punchline
to take
for myself.
Yep. I mean,
Mhm.
that's absolutely going, like what you're doing behind the scenes is all great. You're learning production, you're learning all your marketing. I mean, everything you are using all those
Mhm.
skills, and then your writing skills for other people. You're still writing. You're still,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, like I say, like, skate with that, take that. I'm lucky I can't even write for myself. Okay. Yeah.
So it's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Look at
So
you, girl.
also, Jolie is a model. She is a
Oh.
size model. And one of the bits I have heard her say,
Hello.
somebody told you, what did they say? You were not obese. Like, what was that bit that they told you? You were not plus size or something? You were like,
Yeah.
what?
I talk a lot about my body in my set.
Mhm.
And I used to be a self-proclaimed model, but now I am signed. So
That's right.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Good for you.
and yeah, I have a bit where I say I get a lot of mixed responses from people when I talk about my body. Because sometimes I'll stand in front of people and I can see it in their face, or they'll actually come up and tell me after the show. But Jolie, you're not even that big, which is still not a compliment, you know?
Not even a little bit. Right?
Yeah, it's
Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
give you a
get-
compliment right now. You're very beautiful and you're
thank
funny.
you very much.
And
Thank
you have
you.
a great background apartment. I love that couch. That
And
green
she's got a
couch.
great
Thank you.
ass, but we're going to talk about that later.
Oh, hello. I'm an
Yeah, this
ass.
is when
and titties girl. So,
Harry
you know.
wakes up. But
Yeah.
no, But seriously, nobody really, I don't think people do understand this is going to take us back, as far as like body positivity when I was young, and that was in the 70s. I mean, if you do the, what do they call the scale?
The Richter scale,
BMI, right? It's your BMI.
Oh yeah.
Right? Your body mass index, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you do that, people don't understand how small you're supposed to be to where
for
you are
sure.
considered obese. Like, it's like people to me look perfect, healthy, and they are labeled. They are like at the doctor, they're obese.
Absolutely, yeah.
So.
But they're healthy and like they're beautiful, man.
Right. But
it's all these like fucking white men with their bullshit from back in the day.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
All right, that loved their 50s style where the wife is at home and she wears a fucking chin strap. Remember those chin straps they wore, and they used to have a little thing on to keep their like chin all up. You remember I Love Lucy with the chin strap, and she wore the
my god,
oh yeah, she tied it.
Yeah, because that was to keep her chin up and her hair and everything. Like,
I didn't.
It was to keep her jawline intact and her chin intact, and it's like, it's just disgusting, bro. But
okay, so that was like the 50s. Now, when I was. What would you say your age was when you were first influenced by like what a body was supposed to look like at maybe 12, 13? Am I
like I'm 5 for me? Shit.
5? Oh, really? For very young, right?
Yeah, like my dad, brothers, all the guys around me, they would all talk, they would all talk shit about like how women are supposed to look, and
Right.
The Land O'Lakes. Remember the butter with the Land O'Lakes with the Native American woman on it? You remember? Land O'Lakes with it, like they would talk about her. They would sexualize her on butter, bro. It's fucking butter, bro. Like, the fuck?
Oh my god! It's butter.
Like, come on.
Yeah, so I mean, for me, it was probably I would have to say the 70s, but I remember like all them they were skinny, like. You know what I mean? But then I don't think they were as bad. I think like as the late 80s, it started to get bonkers skinny. Because I can remember, I judge this because I never really was one of those people that cared about what I look like physically, my body. I'm just one of those people, like I give zero fucks. I should try harder. Like at least I should comb my hair before I go on stage. But honestly, but I remember, like, I don't know if you remember the show, Ally McBeal.
I do remember Ally McBeal. She was a lawyer, right? Yeah.
Yes. I don't know, Jolie. You might be. I don't know if you. I don't think it's anything.
I'll Google it.
Of course, you remember Friends, obviously. Friends, right? Remember how skinny Courtney? How thin they were on Friends?
Well, hold up. I'm looking at Jolie's Instagram right now. I don't know if we could see like.
Okay, well, see now, Sherry,
girl, get it, girl. That's all I got to say. Look at this, fly. That is pure beauty, sweetheart. Yes. Pure beauty. Look at you, slaying it. Anyway, fuck Ally McBeal. I'm just kidding.
But they were very, very. I remember the words heroin chic.
Yeah, that's what I used to call myself back in the day.
Skinny.
Calvin Klein model. Calvin Klein model.
Yeah. We're heroin chic.
I'm heroin chic, I'm just anorexic out this bitch, no big deal.
But it's crazy to think like that. So skinny, sickly was like what everybody.
Yeah. Women were supposed to be.
That was the whole, like, one of the big plot lines on the show Friends was how that Monica used to be when she was young.
Right? God, they would joke about it all the time. It was like a big thing. You're right.
They have her in a fat suit in the throwbacks.
In the
throwbacks, right?
Yep. Exactly.
Oh my God, you're right. Yeah. So, like I
said,
homophobic
as shit. Friends was too.
Was it really?
So many issues. Yeah. It was very problem. It doesn't hold up.
It doesn't hold up well, right?
And I was gay when that show was out. So being gay at the time, watching that show, it was like, ugh, like shame.
Now, wasn't the whole Ellen around that time too?
Yeah. What was she on? Not West Wing. What was
she had her own show, Ellen.
Yeah, and then she came out with her mom. I remember the episode where she came
Yeah.
out with her mom. Yeah, whatever.
You know, it did kind of go downhill after she came out. I have to say, it was a great show in the beginning.
It was, and then when people
I
found
feel
out
like
she was gay,
it wasn't even about her coming out. I just feel like maybe
no,
just lost steam, like majority shows do in time.
100%.
But
yeah,
let's say back then it was obviously heroin chic, very skinny, and boy, things have completely changed. And who do you think? Do you give the Kardashians any credit for that, Jolie?
No.
Nothing. They deserve nothing, right?
No, because they're modeling their body off of like they're trying to be Black women, you know, like
yeah, plastic surgery made them a lot like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe I credit their doctors.
Amen to that.
Okay. Yeah, because
doctors,
you're right. I guess it is all like fake. But I mean, I had a lot of people say, oh, you know, the Kardashians, you can thank them for like, you know, a more of a thicker, curvier woman. But you're right. I mean, that shit, it doesn't look real.
Marilyn Monroe was a size 8.
I know. And then
Kim K put on her dress. Did you see that? Kim
she
K
ripped it.
And she ripped her fucking ass, ripped like this beautiful dress, and she starved herself. Cindy, did you know this? Kim K starved herself to be able to fit in it. And then even when she put herself in the dress, I think, like you said, like some diamonds fell off or it ripped or something. Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing. So Marilyn Monroe's dress was what size?
She was a size 8, I believe.
I don't believe that was a real size. You know what, though? Marilyn Monroe was considered curvy.
Betty Page as well. Betty Page was curvier.
Yeah.
Pinup girls. You know?
Yeah, the pinup girls, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were thicker back in the day.
Like that really sickly skinny. Although there was that model Twiggy in the 70s who was very skinny.
I remember Twiggy, yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
And very thin. So what do you think the whole like body positivity now? And it is so much more like accepted. I mean, I have to say accepted.
As it should be. Yeah.
Of course. We're not starving themselves. Although people still are, let's face it. You know what I mean?
People still are, yeah. But
you know.
But yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to find.
Lizzo is, you know, one of them who's out there. There's quite a few plus size models right now that are huge on Instagram.
But Jolie, what made you want to get into like plus size modeling? Because you are beautiful, and I'm scrolling. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm scrolling through your gram, baby. You know, I'm like, damn, look at you. Like look at your fashion sense, everybody. Like, take a look. Like, you're crushing it in the fashion game. And like, have you always been interested in modeling and fashion? And like, where did it come from? And where do you see it going?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't been plus size my whole life. Like I've definitely fluctuated. Not like I always hated when people are like, oh my gosh, I've lost or gained like 5 pounds. It's like, okay, I gained 45 pounds. Right. So it's 60, like, yeah. It's like I've always, fluctuated like very drastically. And I remember like when I was in high school, it was still very much like low-rise jeans and everybody was like flat stomach and people wanted like big boobs and like a curvy butt, but like still like skinny. And it was like starting to get, I think, a little on the more curvy side from what we had seen.
Right.
So I've definitely always struggled with body image, still struggle with it, obviously. Like, doesn't mean that I'm fixed just because I signed a contract. But
hold on. Shout out. Say that again. I signed a modeling contract. I signed a modeling contract.
So on paper, yes, I did sign a modeling contract.
Good for you. That's awesome. Congratulations on that.
Thanks. I'm excited.
Cheers to you on that.
I went to an audition for something that I like self-submitted for, and they emailed me and they were like, you didn't, like the client went with somebody else. You didn't get the gig, but you actually have good measurements for fitting modeling. And I was like, okay, you didn't need the word actually in there.
Leave that out, motherfucker.
I know, like, you actually. So, but it's pretty cool. Fitting modeling. I I didn't know what it was. I had to Google it because I'm not in this world.
What is it? Yeah, I don't know what it is. I was trying to pretend like I knew what it was, but I don't.
No, I was like, sure, what is it?
Right.
But so it's like when brands are coming out with like a new line of clothes, like Nike has a new line that they're ready to drop, but before they launch it, they want to try it on people who are actually this size. So they'll book fitting models for like different sizes, and it's like, okay, you are a size 16, 18, these are your specific measurements. Come in, try on the clothes. How does it feel in your arms? Where should we adjust it? How to like describe how it feels. So it's like more behind the scenes of trying on stuff and altering it and getting like feedback and stuff before things like actually launch. So it's not like the very front facing. It's like more of that type of stuff.
It's well needed because everyone.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I didn't know that was like
you can wear like a burlap bag and look good. That's what that means.
It's fashion,
right? It is fashion. Look it up, motherfucker. It's fashion.
Right. It's right.
Yeah, but I've always.
Were you always like that as
really
a kid? Like, would you model your clothes as a kid and like?
I always really like to wear, like bigger, flashier things. Like, I went to like a yoga class today, but I have like very loud earrings and like very loud statement
like a
bags
peacock.
And like very fun things, So I've always liked that.
The 80s.
Yeah.
Those earrings, are they all coming back? Like the 80s,
90s and 80s are here.
Right. 90s, the big chunky bright colored earrings, like I noticed. And I love
patterns.
Your
oh yeah.
Your Barbie, yeah.
I love a necklace that's plus size Barbie. Like I love like big statement things.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't keep up with like the latest trends, and I'm reading Vogue and stuff like that.
No. You know why? Because you're a trendsetter. Okay. You are a leader and not a follower, baby. That's why.
Starting it. Do you shop in vintage stores?
I used to shop at a lot of the vintage stores, but a lot of the vintage stores are for smaller people.
Yeah.
So like we were talking about, like, oh, Marilyn Monroe was a size 8, but like a size 8 then versus a size 8 now.
Right, way different, right? Exactly.
But there is a really good plus size thrift store near where I live.
Really?
Yeah, you have to go to it next time.
I know. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah. Where's it at? I live in the city. What vintage store are you talking about?
It's in Williamsburg in Metropolitan plus Brooklyn.
Oh, my daughter's always got me vintage shopping over there.
Yeah.
I love them. I get a lot of stuff from them.
Yeah.
So I just like to wear stuff that's fun and that I feel comfortable and confident in, and that makes me feel happy. And I like that. And then, like you said, what are goals for it? Send me free clothes to make UGC content.
Right.
Like, hey, wear this brand. Can you make like a haul, like a try on haul video and things like that? Like, I don't. Like I love clothes. I don't love spending money on them, but
I know
that would be like a current goal, is to get some more of those like brand
deals
and collaborations.
Oh, you will. You've only been doing it for what, a year now? You said? Did you start? When did you?
No, I literally just signed a contract a couple weeks ago with these people.
Well, goddamn, girl, look at you. You're fine, Bill.
I know.
The vintage store we just shouted out. The vintage store we just shouted out in Williamsburg. They'll somehow get a hold of this, and they're going to start sponsoring you soon.
That's right.
I hope so. I have asked them, and they did say no. So
not yet. But they will.
They don't know.
Yeah,
they don't know
they're
who
smaller.
you are.
They're growing.
Right.
They're growing.
They don't know who you are.
Well, I'm their biggest supporter. I go there all the time,
and they're going to learn today.
So I have a question. I have been shopping for some like throwback early 80s clothes for myself for a sketch that me and Sherry are doing, right? So I've got a dress like I dressed when I was like 18, right? Which was like 1980, 81, I'm
going to find that picture real quick. Go ahead. Keep talking. I'm going to find it. I'm going to pop it up. Go ahead.
So I have been, what is that place? It's called Shein.
Oh, Shein. My wife loves Shein.
Shein.
It might be Shein. I think I'm fucking
I don't
it up.
know. I don't know these things. I'm a boomer. It's why I'm talking to Jolie about it. So that store has plus size, but is that like, that ain't really plus size, is it? Like, it's not going to fit my fat ass, is
Yeah,
it?
they have plus size shit.
I don't know how.
I don't know if I've ever.
My wife is plus size. My wife is plus size. You know that, and she shops from there. Yeah.
I have to talk to your wife about how true the size is, because Jolie, you don't shop there; it's online.
No, I don't have anything from there. I don't like to.
Very.
I try not to buy stuff online as much, just because like I'm taller and then thicker, so it's hard to buy stuff, and then you have to go through like mailing it back. It's
I know. That's why they have some really cool stuff though. Like if you're into like the old school 80s look and the 90s, holy shit! Like. If go on their site, Jolie, you'll be like, oh my God, I could totally see you. Like
Fashion Nova too. Fashion Nova has that stuff. But look real quick. Cindy.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
What's that little romper?
Hold on, let me look
do you
at
remember? Okay, so
let me show you this other one. Hold on.
That was the bomb in the 70s. Okay, we all had those terry cloth rompers. Okay, that
wow. What does that say, Barbie? What does it say?
I don't even know.
That's it. Yeah, it says Barbie. You were right. Yeah,
Barbie. There you go. See,
Barbie. It was like the Barbie pink, or maybe it's Barbie.
Yeah,
that was Barbie, me. Yeah, and the collar was popped. I mean, I wasn't playing. You know what I mean?
Sexy thing, girl.
That's right.
You're still a sexy thing.
That's right. That's right.
Still a sexy thing.
Yeah. Wait till I go and get all my old photos. I'll show you a degenerate.
Look, that's just 6 or 7 of them, and I'm like, oh damn, girl, look at you.
But anyway, so that's another thing, Julie. I hate shopping online because like it never, you know what I mean? It's so hard for things to fit me. So when it comes to fashion, what are your feelings on high-waisted jeans?
I do not own a pair of jeans that are not high-waisted.
Okay, so you love
them.
Hey, fucking bed, girl.
Yeah,
the ones that are so high they go to your tits. Like my daughter,
like to my belly button at least. Yes.
Okay,
they're up there.
Okay. My daughter buys those high-waisted jeans. She goes to the vintage store. She gets them all. They're like the mom jeans, Wrangler and Lee. And I'm telling you, she's buttoning them between her tits. That's how high they are. Okay?
Wow. What? Pulling them all the way up, baby, to the chin. Daddy,
I can remember those were in style when I was young. I couldn't wear those. Because
why? I feel like that's way better than low-rise jeans. Like low-rise jeans, I'm having a cupcake roll over top of everything, bro.
I think the low-rise jean was the worst jean. Like that super low.
Do you rock low-rise, Jolie?
No.
No.
Like even a lot of my underwear is high-waisted.
Right. I wear big girl panties. They come up to my breast, but
I wear Spanx underwear when I'm in public.
Spanx underpants.
Yeah, I do. I swear. I'll show you. Hold on.
All right, hold on. Let's take a look. There we are. Oh yeah, look at you.
Spanx underwear, baby. There
you go.
Because I'm insecure.
The high-waisted jeans look terrible on me because my body was like my body when I was younger was like a boy, like just a flat, straight with like a belly. Yeah, and but the low rise are really, you had to be seriously a size 0 to wear those.
Yeah,
that was the death of anybody that wasn't a size 2.
The death of anybody,
right? But I can remember like the Jordache and the Van.
Jordache, you're bringing it back.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But that was when I was young and they weren't even high. They were mid-waist. It's all about the waist on the jeans.
Amen. For women, for sure.
Women, I think that like really affects what plus in small, I think like those jeans affect that. So Jolie, you're sticking with the high rise. You don't even give a shit what comes back.
No, you have to get the stretchy ones. Like I don't have the Lee or the Wrangler ones because those are like stiff.
They're like cardboard. They're like cardboard.
Yeah, you have to get like the stretchier ones.
Yeah.
When I was young, there was none of that. It was the wasted. It was like putting on a girdle. I could remember like cutting off my circulation, like
corset.
It was a challenge when I was young. Okay.
Yeah,
I remember button flies. I remember button flies.
Oh my God! My hands would be killing me laying on the bed trying to button those. You have to lay down to zip that shit up.
I still lay down to put on my skin. What about skinny jeans? Jolie, because I'm 40. I'm 40 years old, and yes, I do live in Brooklyn and work in Queens and hang out in Manhattan. But I will still rock skinny jeans. I don't give a fuck. Okay.
Yeah, I mean my high-waisted ones are skinny. They're just
Okay. Good.
comfortable.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
All
Good.
right.
All right.
'Cause we were scolded
We were scolded by a Gen Z
by a
girl.
Gen
Yeah.
Z.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she said they're not cool. Well, I mean, maybe they're not, but they're comfortable.
They're fine, right? Like you're not gonna.
Said
Yeah.
maybe they're not.
Well, maybe they're not.
Cindy,
But
I
yeah,
don't think we're winning this one, dog. You ain't gonna
no.
win.
I think she's like, yeah, you old broad.
It's hard, but it's hard to find jeans at an affordable price if you're plus size that are like the baggier kind. I feel like the
Okay.
cheaper ones are like the high-waisted, skinny
Right.
pant,
Yeah.
you know,
That's
like
probably true.
yeah, like the mom jean style. I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Mom jeans, I wear men's clothes, so my waist for a men's is 32, 34 if I want to wear a little bit bigger. And I don't know, it just makes me look wider, I feel like, if it's not a skinny jean, you know? Like it makes me everything just looks wider.
Mhm.
But
And I hear those bell bottoms are coming back hard.
yeah, they are.
mhm.
They're coming back, you know. And I
Yeah.
can tell you what, my girlfriend, she would rock those bell bottoms. Just all-
Get it, girl. Get it,
Oh,
girl. Them
God.
bell bottoms.
They might be coming back, so she's gonna be having to go shop again. That was her go-to, was those big old with the big wedge shoes.
Oh,
The
yeah.
chunky like sandals.
The chunky, yeah.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you could tell we've been together a long time. I'm remembering those styles. Okay, it's been 20 years. You
Yeah, no.
know? So yeah. But so I think what I've determined in my head right now is that like the waist length of the jean determines how a plus size is gonna feel. Okay. Cause like those low-waisted jeans, like the plus size girls, that was a hard time. It was a hard time to live through.
Look, ain't nothing wrong with a big girl with a low rise.
No, but I'm
in there.
sorry. But you know what? There was a point where I was like, if this bitch's belly hangs any farther over her jeans, like it ain't right. And
Come on, Cindy, come on. Come on.
sorry. I'm sorry. I was also a mom and I felt like I could judge the young girls, you know, like my daughter's
yeah.
friends, you know.
Right. Much love and respect to the
You
muffin
know,
top.
When all their freaking asses were hanging out of the back of the pant.
Right.
As a mother,
With the thong.
yeah,
Yeah, the thong hanging
Thong
out.
coming, yeah.
Exactly. And I was at Victoria's Secret spending a fortune on thongs for my daughter. And I'm gonna tell you what, the
Wow.
girls are crazy. Females are whack.
I love
They
a
would
thong on a female.
share each other's underpants.
Who?
Could you
Who does that?
imagine? That's what they used to do when they were young. They'd be like, I want to borrow that thong. I'm like, what is the matter with you?
Were they sisters though?
No.
Ew.
They were
Even
all
if we are
I've never
sisters,
done
it's
that.
like a little
I've
weird.
never done that. I've never look, and I have two groups of underwears. I wear women's underwear to work and then men's underwear outside of work, but I still wear men's clothes to work.
Wait,
It's weird.
All right, I got to get. Wait,
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Shame.
Why are
Shame.
you wearing women's underwear to work? Like,
Yeah.
what is it about work that you feel like you need to wear women's underwear?
Because so the men's underwear and like a sports bra, it will cover up like my curves, you know, it will like make me like more. And so then like I feel like because I work at excuse me at a bank and in corporate, I feel like if I'm in a woman's bra and a woman's underwear, if you don't wear men's clothes and a khakis and a sweater, you can still see my curves, you know, for them men to give me that raise.
Mm-hmm.
I said shame,
Sorry,
baby.
Julie, I just had to
Damn.
get an image as to why she was wearing.
I'll
the
show you.
male
Next time I come over,
panties.
I'll show you. I have two drawers. One all women's underwear. The next one's all like briefs.
I
But I feel
was-
like that's normal. It's like my daytime underwear and then like my sleeping underwear.
Oh,
Oh,
see? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the
See,
same
all right.
thing.
You're making me feel a lot better about myself right now. Okay, good. Okay. I don't feel so bad now. I don't feel so bad.
I just
you
thought
know?
maybe you were going to be like, what if I got into an accident and like, you know, they saw me and my, you know,
my period underwear.
yeah, I don't know. It was just
Yeah.
a weird little, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I get it.
But Jolie, where are you from?
I'm originally
Originally.
from Virginia.
Oh, okay.
And then I lived in Louisiana for a few years and I moved to New York summer 2018.
Oh, okay. So you're fairly new to New York. Just a little bit. Yeah. How do you like it? How do you like living in New York?
I love it. I was happy that I got to be here a little bit before quarantine.
Yeah. Right.
So I could, because I love going to like Broadway shows, and then I wasn't
Absolutely.
doing comedy, but I was going to comedy shows.
Same. Yeah.
So I was going to TV show tapings. Like I was doing all of these things that I had always like loved to watch like on TV or, you know, things. But now, I live in the city. I can go and try to do it. So I did a lot of that before quarantine.
Nice. Yeah, it's good to be a part of it, right? Because they don't have that in like Virginia and New Orleans and stuff. Or, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, Jolie, I didn't ask you the question though. So, when you are doing comedy, do you find it a challenge at all, or do you ever think about hitting all age groups at the show? Is that something that
good question
that you think about? I try to ask all the comics that. You know, because
like my material, like resonating
like your
with people.
So let's say like you've got a 70-year-old, or no, me. Well, no, I don't count because like a 70-year-old woman and maybe some like 23. You know what I mean? Just
like if you're at Broadway Comedy Club and there's all tourists there and they're like 40 to 80, you know?
So do you ever think about like, oh, is this material going to go over well with them, or do you think you're pretty universal?
I think that I think people can relate to it. I think the crowd at the dog show is a lot younger, but I have done other shows where there's like an older crowd. Like when I went to Arkansas and was like the host for this thing, it was definitely a different crowd and like a different age group than I'm used to here in the city. And
how'd that go?
Yeah, it went well. It was well received. I did like half an hour.
Nice, a 30-minute material. Good for you.
Yeah,
it out, girl. Good for you. That's
awesome.
Like, yeah.
It went well. I had this bit that I was talking about, like Sex in the City. I talk about sometimes, like,
I love Sex in the City.
A setup for like a story that happened to me, and I was like, do you guys watch Sex in the City?
Right.
One of the older women yelled out, she was like, "No, you're in the wrong area for that."
Oh no.
And I said, "No. You guys don't have HBO Max in Arkansas?" Like,
right.
What do you mean I'm in the wrong area? Anybody gonna watch that show?
I know it's crazy sometimes, right? But yeah, I mean, there's a perfect
you're
example.
In the wrong area for
that. I was like, you don't have HBO Max?
Right.
Okay.
But really, think about it. Me and Sherry did a show up in Harlem before I left last week.
Yeah, bar show.
It was just a bar show up there, but
it was a pack though.
It was. But after the show, they were doing like a little open mic. So I'm like, all right, I'll go up again. Sherry, you were outside, so you didn't even see.
I couldn't do the
bombed, right?
No.
I went up there and I'm like, all right, I'll go up again, right? And I did get my therapy bit. And
no, you can't talk about therapy in Harlem, baby.
No, man. I'm telling you, man, that shit felt like a rock to my head, you know?
Nah,
and they were all just
not
looking
that crowd.
At this after my punchline.
Not that crowd. yeah, like
wait.
Brush it off.
What's going on? And one of them yelled, "Not the room for that."
Oh, see? Oh, Cindy,
like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you were outside because I was
outside. Yeah.
I was all right, Jolie. I have this bit I do about therapy, and let me tell you, sometimes it's a love hate.
That would have worked in Bushwick, 100%.
Either completely bomb or it murders, but you never know which way that bit's gonna go. But you won't give it up because sometimes it kills.
It does, right? I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get
so that's mine. My therapy. Well, also like a couple of my fat jokes. I won't give them up because God damn it, they're funny. Okay.
And they're for you. It's for you, right? Like,
no, right. But my therapy bit, like I did it at the tiny cupboard? I can't remember, but I've done
crushed. I did hear it. It was at the tiny cupboard that one time.
Yeah,
and like it crushed. Like I said, of course it's gonna crush at the tiny cupboard. Yeah,
but,
of course.
Yeah. So in Harlem, it didn't go over so well. So there you go again. Read the room, Cindy. You know, nobody up there. You know. And I don't even go to therapy. Like I went like twice, and I did this bit about it. So it's
I'm in therapy once a week. What about you, Jolie? Do you do therapy?
So we did just lose our health insurance. So
okay. Well, you know what?
we are not currently in therapy now.
No, because that's like $250 a week.
Yeah,
right?
I have a psychiatrist that I got my antidepressants from.
Right.
And before we lost health insurance last week, I had an appointment the week or two before, and I got charged like almost $300 because they had changed our insurance and it didn't cover telehealth anymore.
Oh no.
So
thanks for the warning. Like,
they probably did warn us, and I just didn't read the email.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. But but I didn't know. Like, and I got the bill. I was like $300.
Oh no.
And then I saw it too late, and then I had another appointment, and I couldn't cancel it. So now I have to pay for those
Don't go off
too.
those pills. I'll get you some if we have to.
Yeah,
okay?
we get you on the side, girl. We got you.
Dude, I know. I was like, I'm not gonna go off of them. Be sick.
No, if you need anything, let Cindy or I know.
Let me know.
We'll get it for
up
you.
on the down. Yeah. It's an antidepressant. Okay, you see what I'm saying?
We got that. And being from them divorcees at the bar in Park Slope, I got you.
No. Listen, really true story. I was coming to New York City a couple of weeks ago, right? I was coming in to record a bunch of podcasts with Sherry, right? And I couldn't get a hold of one of my doctors to refill my Ambien, and I take that to sleep, okay? So I'm freaking out. I'm like, Sherry, I got to leave in the morning, and my prescription is not filled, and I'm out of Ambien. So I am going to be taking like several Xanax at night. But if there's any way you could score me some Ambien, and she was dying. Like, I think I'm gonna go find a bunch of old divorcees and ask them for. She's like, I can get you heroin,
crack,
those crack,
Adderall.
Got me on the street looking for Ambien.
But you got it, and you're fine. You would think Xanax would be stronger than Ambien, bro.
It's not. I had to call the doctor and go, how many of these Xanax do I got to take to equal one Ambien? Because I'm not going to sleep.
Oh, my God. Cindy,
that
I
sounds
love
like
you, girl,
the setup for like it's like how many Ambiens does it take for
I know
our Xanax or whatever? It's like
exactly. That's funny. You should write that down. That's actually
Prozac. Lexapro, I got it all here for you. Okay, don't worry.
No, I don't take any.
Friends don't let friends go without their happy pills. Okay,
literally.
Need that to survive.
Oh, Jolie, I just love you. Thank you so much for doing
person
socials one more time, because I don't know when this is going to get released.
Yeah, shout out your socials and all your mics as well. Yep.
My social security number is
you can make a credit card.
She's lost her health insurance, just so people
know. Literally,
bother with her identity right now.
Please steal it.
Please steal it. My credit score can only go up from here.
Yeah, so. right. Go up. So
yeah, you can only go up from the bottom.
Hell yeah, we started from the bottom. Now we here.
Well, we did start at the top.
Amen to that, girl.
And now we're here, but we're gonna go back up.
You're gonna go back.
No, you will, girl.
My socials, I am Jolie E Dudley, so JOLIE, another EDUDLEY on Instagram, on TikTok, on OnlyFans.
Wait, hold on. Let's rewind real quick.
Whoa.
Wait, hold on. Do you have an extra 5 minutes or 7 minutes?
No, we do. We got to. I'll cut something.
Jolie, you have a fans of Only.
I started
notes and I didn't even bring it up
because that is a very imperative thing. You should have mentioned to me, Cindy. What the fuck, bro?
Okay, listen. Here's my deal. Okay,
no, I'm just kidding.
Has an OnlyFans. All right,
subscribe.
What are you doing on OnlyFans? Hold on. What are you doing on OnlyFans, girl? What are you doing?
Okay, I would like to take a step back.
Let's go. Let's start from the beginning. Go ahead. Tell us.
So, one of my recent collaborations was with Parade Underwear.
I love Parade. Is amazing media outlet, I feel like.
So should you need a re-up, I do have a promo code for 30% off, and it is Jolie E Dudley.
Yeah, that you guys heard that here first. Jolie E Dudley for Parade, 30% off.
Parade underwear.
Cindy's gonna put it right here at the bottom.
Put it right here, 30% off those big girl panties. Let's go.
So the picture that you held up earlier of me in the underwear on the bed, I posted that last week. I got my underwear. I took a picture in it, posted it. Got some likes, some comments. I got a hateful comment, which was very funny.
That's wonderful.
And
yeah, there we go. Look at it again
yes,
one
there
more
it
time.
is.
Fuck that hateful comment, bitch. Okay, because you are super fly, super fine.
Now it's in my stand-up set, so
okay,
that's perfect.
It's okay.
Good. Hateful comments are great for that.
Exactly.
That's true. That's true.
So you know on Instagram where you can like click like I don't know what the button is, but it's like see more. So like if you posted it, you see how many people liked it, the comments, like the logistics of it.
Yeah.
Like people, people were like sending it to each other, and then I saw a bunch of people save it.
Oh shit!
Oh,
and
I said
they was jerking off to that shit, girl.
That's right, Jolie. No, that ain't free. That not for free.
That was getting that lotion motion.
You saved it for free. That's interesting.
Right.
That's
right.
really interesting.
Right.
So
smart girl.
I was like, no, not in 2023. And I have posted like pictures in like a bathing suit, like showing off my butt before, like so it's like I don't post it a lot, but it wasn't like a new thing on Instagram. So I saw that and I talked to my partner. I was like, I really do think that I should start an OnlyFans account because I'm getting all this underwear stuff. Like I could just, be taking pictures and like videos, like modeling it off. And we talked about like what we're both comfortable with and
you set the boundaries up.
Yeah, we set the boundaries of, like what I'm comfortable doing and not doing, but how do you feel about it? How are we going to approach this and have this conversation? So I started it, I guess it's been maybe a little under a week, and I post pictures like in my underwear. I do like videos like showing it off. Just honestly just like modeling and
being your most authentic self, man.
Like talking to the camera. Like I did a video earlier tonight. I got some new underwear stuff, so I did like a try on haul where I was like showing it off and like talking about how I felt in it and stuff like that. And I'm like my silly self, like my my bio. I'm looking at it right now.
What's it say? Read out the bio. Let me hear it. Go ahead.
Okay, this is can you see it?
Look, oh hell yeah,
look at that pool shot.
Sexy thing. If you ever need anyone to run material by before you put it up, you could always hit me up. I'm down. No, go ahead, read out the bio.
So it says my username is Jolie Dudley, which across all platforms.
Nice
branding. Just call me an astronaut because my curves are out of this world.
Yeah.
And then I said like subscribe if you like thick thighs, big butt, big boobs, thick, like all of those like keywords.
Right.
Yeah, so I offer and then I have like my little where's my thing? Like my little
tip. God damn. All right, girl.
Tip menu for like photos, a foot photo. Somebody paid for me to get a pedicure last weekend.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes. Daddies are gonna come out of the woodwork. You said it's only been a week?
Yeah, it's been a week.
Since it's been live, and you already got a pedicure out of it in a week.
I got a pedicure out of it. I'm in top 22% of all creators.
Oh my god,
so not too bad.
Yeah,
taking little underwear pictures in my apartment.
Mommy needs health insurance. Baby needs health insurance. Okay, baby, the happy pills. So
we're gonna be good friends, man.
Being mommy is all for it. But she had said to me, she was doing like, you could like subscribe, go in for free.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm not going in there because Jolie, if I have to see your kitty cat, I will.
Oh no, she's not gonna do that.
So I was freaking.
No. That's mama right there. That's that. Right. I'm a granddaddy though, so I'll definitely be in there.
Yeah, So So mommy was like, no, I can't go in, Jolie, because if I see your kitty cat, I'll die. Okay, and she's like, oh my god,
the kitty
I'm
cat
not showing
soul.
that. Okay. I'm like, all right, because I will not be comfortable being like a mommy figure to her. I don't want to see.
Well, I could do that research for us the podcast.
It's fine for you.
For the podcast.
I could do that. I could do the research for us, Cindy, for the podcast.
I'm being a mother, being an old curmudgeon.
Mama hen. Okay, wow. I'm so glad we dove into the OnlyFans for a few minutes because I don't know, like that just is like a beautiful thing for me to think about for you. Like I love that. I mean, this is saying I love that for you. Like I legit do love that for you, man.
Yeah, it has felt really empowering so far because especially like as a female comic, you go up on stage People immediately, are you hot? Would I fuck you? Before, like, not even are you funny? It's that. So you're very sexualized. So to be on the other
100%.
side of it, to say who can see what, when, and at what price, it feels very empowering to just like take control of that. And like, what's the difference between me posting
you were gonna
my underwear on Instagram versus posting it on OnlyFans? The difference is I'm getting paid.
Yeah, and you're taking the power back. You're in control. You have the power. You know, I remember I used to videotape on my Hi8 camera my girls that I would date, like, you know, like modeling stuff, sex stuff, you know, like porns, and it's all on like little videotapes. But you're right, it's empowering, like you said. It's empowering because it's like we're controlling the narrative. Like you're controlling the narrative, no one else, you know? So
the thing they didn't have on OnlyFans then, you'd have been ruling.
Oh, I would have been fucking out there, baby.
But anyway, thank you very much, Jolie.
Jolie, thank you so much.